Hey community, wanted to update you on where we are as far as Community Bible Church and the changes that we see coming for us over the next couple weeks. First off, we are going to be canceling services from now until April 5th. So Lord willing, we'll be back in the building with services and back together on Palm Sunday, and wanted to make you aware of that. The second thing is, with that, community groups as well will be canceled from now until the 5th as well. And so hopefully those will be resuming right before Easter, and at least get a weekend before we close up those for the semester. But wanted to let you know that's kind of the plan as of at this point. And we would really encourage you. We had our group on Monday online, and we're just able to use some resources, whether it's Google Hangout or FaceTime or whatever you use to do that. And it was just a really good opportunity to connect, even though we couldn't do it live. And so really encourage you guys to do that over these next few weeks together, that you would really reach out and love each other well, even if it has to be virtually at this point. The third thing that we want to make you aware of is we wanted to kind of create some routines for you. We know that there's a lot of things happening right now that are out of your control, and so we thought, let's get some resources to parents, especially those with kiddos and those with students. And so you can be looking on our website on Community Kids. We're going to have some curriculum as well as some videos and things like that, just some ways to interact with your kids that aren't overwhelming, that are just simple resources for you on our website under the Community Kids section, and so you can look for that there. And then we're also looking to do a virtual series for community students, and we'll be making you aware of that as we go along. But it looks like it's going to be a 4-week series. It's going to be virtually taught by our leaders, and then there's some small group stuff that you can have as resources for your kids, and your students can have for resources that way as well for small groups. And also there's going to be some things on there for a parent podcast and some other things. So be looking for that real soon here as far as community students is concerned. It's called Faith in an Anxious World, and I think it's going to be a great 4-week series to dive into together. We've also been hearing a lot of you and asking, okay, so how do I give? I know we're not be able to put my offering in on a Sunday morning, and how does that work? So first of all, thank you for asking. And secondly, here's a couple things you can do when it comes to giving. First off, there's the online giving. I know a lot of you are already doing that, but online giving is an option. You go to the website, click on the Giving tab, really easy, and it'll make everything simple as far as giving that way. The other option is to mail in your checks to the church building itself, 1100 Locust Street South, Canal Fulton 44614, and you can do it that way. Or lastly, we will have staff here from 8 until noon. One of us will be here from 8 until noon, Monday through Thursday typically, and so if you want to drop something off that way, you could do that as well. Last but not least, we talked about it before. This is a perfect time not to hit pause, not to just bunker down, but to continue to do ministry and continue to use this opportunity. I don't think we've ever seen this before, obviously, and I think God's wanting us to see how we respond in the middle of this as followers of Him. And so we've said since we began that we're going to continue to love our neighbors to life. Before we had a building, before we had anything, we were in neighborhoods, and so we just continue to ask you to reach out to your neighbors. As a church, we've reached out to both school districts as well, and loving our neighbors vein as far as that idea is concerned. And currently right now, the only needs right now are more of just prayer. And so we want to continue to pray for the staff and for those in leadership of both school districts, Northwest and Tuslaw. And also we want to continue just to reach out to those first responders and nurses, and we're dreaming and thinking of ways that we can do that. But that's another thing that we're currently thinking and trying to figure out as far as a church. But ultimately, the biggest thing and the best impact is you. The best impact is you in your neighborhoods, and reaching out, whether it's seeing if people need groceries picked up, whether it's working with their kids, whether it's just a text or a phone call, whatever it is, just continue to do what you're doing and reaching out to our neighbors. If you have a story of encouragement with that, we'd love to have you share that with us. You can go to info@communitybibleonline.com and share that with us there, and we'd love to be able to put that online as far as the difference that you are making currently in your neighborhoods. And then we also want to be able to hear prayer requests from you. And so you can do the same, info@communitybibleonline.com. You can put that prayer request in there to let us know how to pray for you during this time. And please know, we are here. We want to encourage you. We want to walk this with you. And we don't want to hit pause on anything. This is an exciting time. I mean, it's terrifying, yes, for some, but I think it's an exciting time to see what God's going to do in the midst of this place where everybody's kind of hitting pause and everybody's kind of just stopping. And I think that's a good thing at times, right? Because then we can actually focus on Him and get rid of some things that maybe were distractions in the first place. So just encourage you. We are here with you. We're walking it through, and you can reach out to us at any point, and I want to let you know we're praying for you. Philippians chapter 4, we said at the last week's sermon is where we're kind of focusing, and I'd encourage you to keep plugging through Philippians 4 and the idea of praying through anxious thoughts, but also the end of it, to go on offense and to start thinking about things that are lovely, that are pure, that are commendable, excellent, that whole list, and centering our minds on Christ during this time.